So, are you a day trader or not? The indicators I was talking about are the MACD, the DGL, I think it's called that. Term created it. It shows you the 100%, 200%, 300%. The choppiness indicator, it turns your candles blue. Like I said, the MACD, the volume, and that one's called the volume anchored on TradingView in the indicators. And the MACD crossover is the one I'm referring to. And then your volume profile, you know, the candles below your chart. And then the lines of zero, and you know, you basically then have to know how to read that indicator and to know when it's showing you bullish or bearish signals, right? And so then you put on the trade. That's a whole nother thing. You know, you have to decide how much money you're going to risk, and it should be only like 2% of your overall account per trade. So you could take 100 trades in the day, but you should only always risk just 2%. And it helps you keep your emotions in check, because you're like, oh, you know, you're just making an hourly wage, really. And the better you get at it, in entering and executing, when those indicators converge on your edge, and you recognize that pattern, enter, and then you have to basically hold through the trade until you take your profit as your indicators also tell you, okay, it's time to get out. That sounds so simple, and maybe it is for some of you. It's been extremely difficult for me to wrap my head around that, because I think I have ADHD because I get so creative when I start trading, and I start having all these thoughts about the stock and the news, and I start making the story up in my mind about the stock, and I start dreaming like, oh, this is only 10 cents. I have $1,000. If I could buy, I don't even know the math, a million shares, you know, 100,000 shares. And if that goes to 20 cents, I'll double my money, you know. That is so unhealthy. So unhealthy when it comes to probabilities and odds. When you start daydreaming and thinking about that Lamborghini, you start thinking about your life and how it'll change, and you're just watching the money, whether it's going up or going down. Usually it's going down because you actually don't know how to trade. You're not trading from a probabilistic, objective state of mind, carefree state of mind, you know. And then you throw the whole, do you have a job? Do you have a second income source or a primary income source? And if you don't, that's going to mess with your head. I'll be back in just a minute, because again, this is only a 3-minute segment.